Hello, friendos. It's your boy Mike the Wild Thing DeShazo with my AEW review for Wednesday night, August 25th, 2021. We kicked off the night with a match with Orange Cassidy versus Matt Hardy. This feud, it seems like it's dragging on. I could do without seeing Matt Hardy every week wrestling. I could go with every other week maybe. But it's a feud that keeps going on. Good comedy shtick in this match, but nothing too special. Orange Cassidy defeated Hardy. One thing of note from this match was the senton bomb off the top rope with his hands in the pocket. That was pretty cool that OC pulled off. Next, we had the Chris Jericho promo in the ring where he essentially said that if he doesn't beat Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF, on his fourth attempt, he's going to retire from wrestling and switch to the commentary desk. I've said from the get that this whole MJF Jericho feud is his retirement tour, in my opinion, as a giant Jericho fan, Mark, whatever you want to call me. I feel like this is his retirement tour, and All Out will be his swan song, and that'll be it for him. We go right into the Lucha Brothers versus the Varsity Blondes. This was a very good tag team match, in my opinion. Give me everything Ray Phoenix and Pentagon Jr., whether they're tag team or singles wrestlers. They're absolutely amazing and just all the things you could say great about them. The Varsity Blondes, love their gimmick. They have a lot to bring to the table in the future. They're still pretty green, but there's a lot of stuff to like about them and what they can bring with their team, their gimmick, everything they have going for them. Lucha Brothers won in a good match, very fun match. To be expected, some would say, some wouldn't say, but to be expected in my opinion. Then we rolled right into the Red Velvet Jamie Hayter match. This wasn't the best women's match you've ever seen on here, but it was good to see Jamie Hayter get her re-debut essentially on Dynamite and to go over and win over Red Velvet. It looked like the ending was botched with that missed moonsault, but Jamie Hayter won with that monstrous clothesline. We followed up with the CM Punk interview with Tony Schiavone, and I must say this was the highlight of the show. A lot of little shtick in there from CM Punk hinting at one American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, showing up in AEW soon. That was a pretty good moment right there, in my opinion. We rolled right into the first trios match of the night, where it was the Wingman versus Darby Allin and the Mad King and Jon Moxley. Sitting here thinking about this, it was another way to get Allin over more, make him win or have him on the winning team, make him look good. This was just a trios match. It was just an average match in my opinion. Some fun stuff, but nothing too much to write home about in my opinion. Allin, Mox, and Kingston won over the Wingmen in this match. Then we rolled into the Christian Cage and Kenny Omega Don Callis promo for All Out. There is a lot of fun stuff in this from Callis. This is a good promo from him. Calling out all these old names of the past and, just good stuff he's running in here. But one of the highlights of this was when Kenny Omega looked at Christian Cage and said, "You think you know me? You think you know me?" I felt like that was pretty funny. This was a good promo in my opinion. Rolled right into the second trios match of the night, where it was the Gun Club versus a Factory. And they kept playing up this the Factory getting disrespected. They never get their entrance music played or anything like that. We always come back from commercial and they're in the ring, and the next guys get their music and their walk out. This match was won when QT Marshall was putting in some good offense, but he got distracted by Paul White at the announce table and had to show off, like stare him down, and he got rolled up. The most dangerous maneuver in all of wrestling, the roll-up pin. And we go into our main event of the night, where it was Malachi Black absolutely demolishing Brock Anderson. I mean, it was the kid. Yeah, he got beat down. And then afterwards, Arn Anderson ate another black mass, and then Shotty Lee Johnson came out. I would like to have seen either The episode end on Malachi Black massing Arn Anderson, or as soon as Lee Johnson got in the ring, he eats a black mass and then it cuts. But that's just how they went with it. There's a couple other promos in the show. One where it looks like the Dark Order is they're breaking up. They're having some infighting. Hopefully they're not. I'm a giant Dark Order fan, but you never know. Sometimes stuff progresses, and this is just what has to happen. And then another one was where essentially, like I said in last week's review, where Paul Lambert is essentially going to be the manager for Men of the Year because of their MMA background. Scorpio Sky was a former MMA fighter, and All Ego Ethan Page is a second degree black belt in two different martial arts practices. So my rating for this show was not a good show. Well, not a bad show, but not a good show. It was an okay show. Honestly, gonna rate this show at a 3 out of 5. I expect better from AEW, but this was just kind of like, if we could have flipped last week's episode with this week's episode so they could carry over from that CM Punk debut and run into the better card like last week's episode had, that would have been great. I mean, I feel like that would have been the right thing to do. But that's not what happened, and we roll on. Let's see what we get next week. So, like they always say, keep shotgunning and keep stunting. Wild Thing out.